If you haven't subscribed already and you haven't smashed the like button, do both things. If you're just coming into the room now or you're just watching the show now, smash the like button and don't forget to leave a comment. I have a returning guest, but I'll let him introduce himself and his YouTube channel.
Yo, thanks for having me. The name is Jay Roos. I'm on the Jay Roos Theory. I got a backup channel called in WJ where I talk about everything, boxing, crazy stuff going on in the world. But just glad to be back, man. It's been a while.
It has been a while. When you're in Africa, it's a bit different to when you're in Europe. You can watching TV, and then the next minute the power cuts out on you. So, you know, it's a bit of a situation. You're talking to somebody and it just cuts out suddenly. I had too many times that I thought, you know what? Let me wait until I get back to Europe. When I get back to Europe, then I can do these shows
Wow.
flowingly. So it's all good. How are you? How have you been, my brother?
I'm doing great, man. I'm just here in Atlanta, just dealing with the bipolar weather. It's hot and cold and sunny and raining all within the same day. You never
Yeah,
know how it's here.
sounds like England. Apart from we got sun, lots of sun, and then next minute we got it just turns cold, and then yeah, same sort of thing. We ain't got no snow, thank goodness, but it's all good.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the snow, that's for sure. How long are you going to be in Africa?
No, I'm back in London.
Oh, you're back. Oh, okay, you're back. Okay,
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back in London. Yeah,
okay.
I'm back. But as you'll see, I'm doing a lot of stuff out in Africa, and I love doing the work out there. And I've got an academy out there, so I want to keep pushing that. So yeah. But anyway, the show is
Okay.
about you, not me. It's about you. So tell people a little bit more about your channel, what they can expect on your channel first and foremost.
Well, I just break down fights and call them like I see them. I'm not a fanboy. I have my favorite fighters, of course, but I still call it like I see it. AJ was probably my favorite heavyweight a couple years ago, but I still said Usyk would win that rematch, and I was right. And I get most of my picks right. I said Terrence Crawford would knock out Spence. Everybody thought I was crazy. And I said AJ would demolish Ngannou. I got that one right. I was wrong about Dubois versus AJ though. That one I got wrong big time. but
I hear that one. Listen, I went Joshua. I said Joshua would get knocked out by Dubois. I had no doubt in my mind. No
wow,
doubt in my mind. But
you called.
okay, on the subject, you've talked about Crawford. Let's hear what your prediction is because people are gonna want to know straight away. What's your thoughts on Crawford and Canelo? Give us your breakdown.
Well, man, I've just always thought that Canelo is kind of slowing down. He fights in spurts. Terrence Crawford isn't the busiest guy either, but when I just saw that Canelo skull fight, I was like, wow, man, that I think he's just got too many fights, man. It's like I know experience is good and all that, but he's the younger fighter, but he's got more wear and tear on him than Terrence Crawford. And I think that Terrence Crawford has a lot more tools in the bag, the switching up. Usually I don't like when guys switch up from southpaw to conventional, but Terrence knows how to make it work for him. And I think the fact that Terrence and Usyk are boys, Usyk said that Crawford is the best pound for pound. I think Usyk might be whispering in his ear, like, what to do against a guy that's supposedly bigger. He's bigger as far as Canelo's bigger as far as having more fights at 168, of course, because Crawford hasn't done it yet. But his walking around weight, Crawford's like 180, 190. So I just think Crawford's the stronger guy, and I know people are going to think I'm crazy, but I think he's going to be the first to actually stop Canelo. I think it's the right timing, man. I think as great as the chin is on Canelo, I don't think it's going to hold up. I just don't. The competitive nature of Crawford is unlike a lot of people. Every time I watch his YouTube channel, he's playing ping pong, he's playing board games, and the dude hates to lose. So when you hate to lose like that, I can't see him losing with the world watching. I just don't. I don't see Canelo winning in any kind of way.
Do you not think that because of Crawford's competitiveness, he will he will cross the line, and when it terms to like being greedy and what he got away with at welterweight, he won't get away with at super middleweight.
That's a good point. Like, meaning he could walk into something like get careless or something like that.
Well, not even to get careless. He's got tendency to drop his hands and leave an open to the overhand right or to the right hand. And Canelo is good with the right hand, and he's good to the body. And I haven't seen anybody really go to Crawford's body in the way that Canelo will go to the body and go to the head.
Yeah, I was just I don't know if you've subscribed to Crawford's YouTube channel, but he just posted where he was taking body shots in the corner from some guys. Of course they're not going to throw as hard as Canelo, but I think he's preparing for that. And he was also watching highlights of himself when he said he got cocky and he got caught by a punch. I think it was against Gamboa.
Gamboa.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I don't look at that fight. I don't look at that fight. I look at the fight he had against the Green Machine.
okay.
That fight, and I look at the fight he had against Madronov.
Yeah.
And it's the Madronov fight that makes me concerned. And what also concerns me, did you know I was the first person in the UK to interview Terence Crawford? And also, I think I've still got one of the longest interviews. I think I've got two of them, 15 minutes long with Terence Crawford. When I interviewed him, I knew from the start, just talking to the guy, he's a historian. He knows the sport of boxing. He understands the sport of boxing. And then you've got a guy like that who's like a historian. The other guy I knew that was a historian like him was Tyson Fury. Don't let all the rubbish he talks fool you. This guy, he's a historian. He understands his place, and he understands when you sit down talking. He understands the sport of boxing and where he belongs. As does Crawford. As does Crawford. But then I went into the history books and I went back in time and I listened to what Crawford was saying. He had no intentions in fighting Canelo. He didn't think the Canelo fight was going to happen. Let me take you back even further. Now, the original plan was for Spence to go and fight Canelo. That was what the fight was. Right? I remember talking to Derek James about it. I said, I keep hearing your name with Canelo. He says, yeah, 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 yeah. And they kept saying, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's deal with let's deal with this Crawford fight first. And after this Crawford fight, we'll talk about Canelo. Because if Crawford had got beat by Spence, it would have been Spence versus Canelo. So I'm not surprised that Crawford's fighting Canelo, but Crawford himself said, "Oh no, he's too big for me, and I don't see myself fighting him." And now look, Turkey had a shake of beers, and suddenly Canelo's not that big no more, and suddenly he's fighting Canelo. I'm like, well, bro, it wasn't in your heart in the beginning to fight Canelo, but you've kind of resigned yourself to the fact that you've almost been, it seems to me, forced into this fight because what other fight are you going to make that you're going to make that kind of money? And if you look at Crawford, I remember Crawford before this Canelo thing. Crawford wasn't a guy that was in front of the camera. Crawford was a difficult guy to interview, and he wasn't a big ticket seller. And those are facts. I mean, he's a brilliantly skilled fighter, but there are things you track back. You think, okay, you're not a great. You want a big ticket seller. Is this fight because? Are you taking this fight because you actually want to take this fight, or are you taking this fight because you've been pushed into this fight? Which leads me into Boots Innes and him sparring with Canelo, which makes me think, well, if he gets past Crawford, is Boots Innes next up? Because if you think about it now, he wouldn't fight Benavides. Who else could Canelo think about fighting now that would be logical? Superstar, Boots Innes, unbeaten, blah, 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 blah. And then people say, oh, yeah, but Boots looks big, doesn't he? He looks big. So he should fight Canelo. But, Crawford's smaller and he moved up, but Boots seems to carry the weight much better. So you can see that they're already starting the underlines for a Boots Innes versus Canelo matchup. I mean, I could be crazy and I could be a conspiracy theorist, but it looks that way because he's not going to go and fight heavyweight now, is he? Remember you
Nah.
talked about Usyk. Remember he said, "Oh yeah, Canelo's going to go and fight Usyk." Remember all that rubbish he was talking, and then all of a sudden he got stopped in his tracks by people, and there's like,
Yeah.
Ah, can you remember sparring with Frank Sanchez and people like, oh, Canelo's fighting with Frank Sanchez. Ah, yeah, he can move up to heavyweight. Then he fought Bivol, and then he kind of went all quiet,
Right.
very, very quiet, very, very quiet. So you
Yeah,
go ahead
that
anyway. Sorry, brother. You go ahead. Sorry, I was I don't know where this asking questions popped up from. Okay, go ahead.
yeah,
Go
that
on.
would have been a disaster if Canelo had moved up to fight Usyk. That would have been wow. That would have been a clinic.
There were people that said Canelo could beat Usyk. Do you not remember all that talk?
Yeah, I had forgotten that till you just mentioned it. Actually, I had forgotten that. Wow. Yeah, that would have been. Canelo's just, he's like I said, he fights in spurts. He picks his shots, and he's not gonna the punching rate that Usyk throws would have just. He might have got 10-8 rounds from not even knocking the dude down just off busyness alone. So yeah, that would have been a disastrous. And I'm hearing now. I don't know if. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I I heard a story that Boots Ennis was getting beaten up in sparring by Canelo. That's what I heard, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I was about. I see. I heard the opposite. I heard that Boots was beating Canelo, and they said Canelo quit after 3 rounds, and people are like, "No way!" They're like, "Canelo didn't quit after 3 rounds." So, yeah, I'm
Nah,
hearing different things.
yeah, that's that story. That's a good story. Ennis beat up Canelo in sparring. That's a good story to put out there. That's a good story to put out. Honestly, that's a good story to put out there to make Crawford fans think, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. If Ennis beat him up, then yeah, Crawford stands a chance.
Yeah, yeah.
I,
I'm pretty sure this close to the fight, they're not going all out. You don't want to get cut like 2 weeks before the fight. I hope they're not, that
but Canelo's
crazy.
got a black eye, so he must be sparring intensely.
So that picture is real with the I thought maybe it was Photoshop. That's a real photo?
I don't know, bro. I don't know unless somebody's got to see Canelo's face to see. I don't know. I've got
Man,
no
I hope
idea.
man, if he's got scar tissue going into the fight, oh boy.
That's not good. That's not good. That could open up early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to think of the fight. I just think Canelo, if he's like all these pros that top pros, I think he knew that Skull wasn't going to do nothing in the fight. He knew Skull was going to run, but he
Yeah.
has fear with Canelo of Crawford. I think he's gonna look to take Crawford out. I think he'll go to the body and come upstairs. I think he'll try to do it. I think he'll try to take Crawford out early. But if he
Yeah.
can't shift Crawford, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, man. That's the it's getting real interesting now, especially since Ennis is in the camp. It shows that if nothing else, he's taking Crawford seriously. So yeah, I think you're right. I think he's going to try to make a statement and get Crawford up out of there early. Like this is my division. There's weight divisions for a reason.
Just for a reason. I don't. I'm not. And I've never. I don't think I've known a time where guys moved up in weight and he's moved up in weight to the point where he's looks like he's heavier than he should be coming in at the weight class. I don't. I've known people to move up in weight and then move and look lean moving up,
Yeah,
but not move up and look so heavy like Crawford's looking. I mean, he looks big and he looks good. It looks
yeah,
good for the camera. It looks good for, but does it work? Does it last 12 rounds? This is the best fighter on paper that Crawford's fought by far.
I'm going to say something even more controversial. Now, people might think I need a straight jacket after this one, but
Yeah.
I I think Canelo is just like I wouldn't say he's great. I think he's just super tough. I think he's just like one of them guys that's just gritty and he's almost like a more skilled Rocky Balboa. Like he's just a tough guy. I don't really think he's like special because they're like he lost against Floyd and people say, well, you stepped in there too early. He lost against Bivol, so There's
I want to pull that Floyd. I want to pull that Floyd one back, and it was his fault and was inexperienced. And I'm not making excuses to Canelo. Do you remember when I don't think about the other? Do you remember when Canelo turned around to Floyd, always talking and said, "Oh yeah, I'll come down. I'll fight at a low weight. I'll fight you." Remember when Canelo said that?
did he
So I
now?
just wonder. Yeah, he did, and then Floyd pulled his card on it. So I wonder on the night whether Canelo was at full strength, and I'm not making excuses because Floyd was slurred, but I punched him up anyway. I just wonder if Canelo was. I won't use the word weight drain, but he wasn't as strong as he could be. Because
That's
remember,
might have
he
been.
said that, and Floyd pulled his card because he said, "Oh yeah, I can fight Floyd lower than this weight," and then Floyd said, "Oh really? Okay, I'll hold you to that now." So
Wow.
and that would have an effect on a guy who's naturally bigger. It would have an effect on him, but again,
Yeah.
boxing skill wise, Floyd would have punched him up all over the ring, and that's the thing. When you look at the Floyd fight against Canelo, he was a younger fighter, and I think that at that time, like less experience. And after the Floyd fight, he took on a lot of Floyd's ideas in terms of marketing and all that stuff. I think he took on a lot of, he learned a lot from Floyd.
Yeah.
And then the fight against Lara, I think Lara put it on him. I think Lara beat him. If you look at Lara, you look at Bivol, long arms, good footwork, good chins, good boxing ability. Lara the Southpaw, isn't he? Right?
Is he a
And then
southpaw?
Bivol, I'm sure Lara Southpaw. Is he not Southpaw? I'm sure he's Southpaw. I'm sure he is. Was he not Southpaw? I don't think he was Orthodox. Lara, double check it. But then you've got Bivol, long arms, bigger, stronger at the weight.
Yeah.
So he's got physical strength. He can take Canelo's power and he can box. But he's not just a normal boxer. He's an elite boxer, Bivol. I said this to people before. He's an elite boxer. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but that you make a good point. I believe Terrence Crawford has the reach on Canelo. I think he's an inch taller. Not an inch doesn't really matter, but he's got the longer reach. And I think it was Amir Khan that said Terrence Crawford has a way of like throwing off your timing. He says he hits you at weird moments, like you think like he's just relaxing or something, and then he clips you. He's like he has weird timing that just kind of unsettles you.
Yeah, but he has weird timing at welterweight.
Yeah,
He's a mystery. Listen, Crawford is a mystery at that super middleweight division. Nobody knows what his durability is like. Nobody knows if he can do 12 rounds with that weight at a good pace. Nobody knows that if that he's the weight that he's at now is going to diminish his skills. I mean, he's big and he's strong. But is he going to be able to box the same way as we know him at welterweight?
yeah.
They're the
I
unknowns.
I think it's gonna come down to what Customato said. What was it? He said, didn't he say will beat skill? And Terrence has got both. So I think Canelo's in over his head, man. I don't see him I don't see him seeing the just don't. And everybody on my channel that thinks I'm crazy, don't go into the witness program on September 14th.
That's fair.
Don't
That's fair
fight
play
me.
on that one.
Yeah, I mean, if I
Okay.
lose, I'll admit it. If I'm wrong, I'll be like, "Hey, you guys got me. I was wrong." But don't go into hiding now. We all make wrong picks.
Hey, which leads me on to our next conversation. Dillian White versus
Wow,
Moses Italma. What
what
happened,
was
bro?
that? What was that, dude? I almost ended up picking Dillian when I saw the shape he was in. I was like, "Oh man, Dillian's coming to
Yeah,
fight." I'm glad I didn't change my pick.
but the whole thing looked off. The whole thing looked off. The way he was coming, the way he was at the dressing room and he was coming out of the dressing room, the way he came out to fight. I mean, was he terrified of Moses Italma? I don't think so. Was he terrified of Moses Italma? I don't.
Yeah, and like he went over there before the opening bell. Yeah, seems to fold under the bright lights. Remember the Fury fight? He looked like he never had a professional fight. I don't know what's going on with him. His legs look kind of jittery and off, and someone said that's because of all the years he spent kickboxing. But
They said he had a
I don't
leg.
know, man. I think
They said he had a leg injury coming into the fight.
wow, yeah, that's not good. You don't want to fight Moses Atama with a leg injury. That's like
Yeah,
asking
but
for trouble.
that doesn't total up because he had big fights. He had the big fight against Parker, the big fight against Rivas. He had the big
That's
fight
true.
against Joshua. So that
Yeah,
doesn't to me. But the two biggest fights of his career, the major like ones that turned like the Fury fight. I don't know. I don't
yeah,
know.
that fight was bizarre, wasn't it?
They were both under Frank Warren, weren't they?
Yeah, right,
They're
right.
both under Frank Warren.
Good old Frank. And
Wonder
I
Franklin.
think people are thinking Moses Atalma is the. When I'm hearing he's better than Lennox Lewis and all that, I'm like, pump your
No, no, no,
brakes,
no,
yo.
no, 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 no. He's next Mike Tyson. Remember?
Yeah, next Mike Tyson, he can beat Usyk. I'm like, okay, here we go.
This guy's
Here
not been
we,
hit on the chin yet. We don't know what his
yeah,
chin is like.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Until he gets cracked on the chin and hit with something he didn't see coming, I don't want to hear no Mike Tyson, no Lennox Lewis, no Usyk. He better go in there and fight someone like Richard Torres or Jermaine Franklin first before we start.
Well, I'm hearing. I think he's going to fight Jermaine Franklin. The reason why I think he's going to fight Jermaine Franklin is because Jermaine Franklin's fighting on the Crawford and Canelo undercard, right? It would make business
Is he?
sense. Yeah, I found that out because I was checking out and trying to get a hold of him. If he fights, he's
Oh,
going to fight on that night. So to me, that's a big fight. It's on a big night, and if he's fighting a guy called, I think he's fighting a Ukrainian guy, Suko or Suki
oh,
or Suki,
right.
Ivan
Yeah,
Suki.
right.
So he's
Yeah,
fighting him. So if he looks good against him, then people say, Jermaine Franklin, he fought the other day in the Canelo bill. Moses
yeah,
Tama. It's a good fight. Because then
yeah.
obviously Franklin's profile goes up. He fought on a huge card. He goes, Moses Tama's fighting a guy that everybody now knows. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Like they're talking
Yeah.
about him, Herkovich, or Pulev.
Oh, not Pulev. Oh, I don't. Oh
Well,
gosh.
but hold on. The Pulev fight would make sense simply because of the WBA title.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Pulev has a belt.
He's got the WBA regular title because
My
Hunter was going to fight Pulev. That fight got cancelled. And Hunter
right.
was going to fight Miller. That fight got cancelled.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So Pulev has a belt. That's interesting. There's no way in the world Pulev is beating a Moses Atama. There's no way that's happening. Wow. That'll be over in like 4 rounds tops.
Pulev's got Pulev's got the boxing ability to fiddle him about.
I didn't like how he looked against AJ, and that was a couple years ago. The dude turned his back. I was like, oh yeah. Once you
Yeah,
turn your
but if you get hit with them punches the way AJ was punching up Pulev, man, I mean, you might turn your back as well.
yeah, that is a point. I guess you would turn your back. Like, all right, that's that's enough
I've
of
never seen
that.
somebody who's got to hit you like, you know what? I need to get out of this ring. I need to get my bus. I need to get my train.
Yeah, that's what it was like. It's like he was looking in the crowd, like, all right, where's the limo driver? It's like, yeah, that was pretty bad, dude. And I think Jermaine Franklin would be a better test for Atalma just based off his chin.
Yeah,
I don't think he probably would hurt Moses, but he's a durable guy, so I would like.
but he's the kind of guy. I love Jermaine Franklin because he's throwback. He's the type of
Yeah,
guy that can get inside and cause you a whole heap of problems.
yeah, he's a tough guy.
And if Itama's not got it, and I think just like Usyk, Itama, I think Usyk doesn't have an inside game. And that's the why Derek Chisora had so much success against him. To beat Usyk, you have to have an inside game
Yeah, ain't that funny how Chisora did the best against Usyk? Who would have thought that?
because Chisora's an inside fighter, but he's a poor inside fighter. She's always the
Yeah,
kind of man that will get to you, get inside, and then not know what to do.
right. And he's relentless. He
I.e.,
doesn't. He's like a poor man's Mike Tyson. How he just keeps coming. A
yeah,
lot slower. Mike Tyson.
she's always more like Mike Tyson than Itama is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say that too. I would, and for make the comparisons with Mike Tyson, I'm like, Atama just doesn't have like no intimidating presence. Like Mike Tyson scared these dudes just walking in a press conference. They're like changing their underwear because they just messed themselves. Like Atama doesn't have that presence about him. So Mike Tyson would have 90% of the fight won before he even got in the ring because the other guy was so terrified. Atama can punch, but he's not a scary looking guy. You don't look at him like, oh shoot, he's not overly muscular. He's not. They have him listed sometimes as 6'5". I think he's more like 6'2", 6'3". I don't think he's
I saw
6'5".
him. I saw him marked up a 6'6".
You 6? Oh wow.
Yeah, he's 6'6", 6'3" max, 6'3" max.
I'm like,
He
this
ain't
dude
six
is
foot,
not
not
no
six.
6'6". Yeah. And he's got what's weird that he can punch so hard. He's got little fists. I remember Emmanuel Stewart used to say punchers usually have like big hands. Like Atama's got like little bird hands. So I'm like, how in the world is he?
Yeah, but it might be the hand speed.
Yeah, he's very fast. He's very
But if
fast. I
it's
would get
if
away from Ben Davison though before he
Dave, Davison don't teach defense.
that's what I mean. If he fights somebody and Ben Davison got exposed in the AJ Dubois fight, so I would have left him a long time ago.
He got exposed before that. He got exposed in the Fury fight. That's why Fury left him. Remember
Wow, I I
back in the day
I
with
totally forgot
Freddie
that's where he
Roach.
got introduced. Yeah.
Freddie Roach kicked off with him, innit? Remember?
I had forgotten all about that.
It's easy to
Wow.
forget those things.
Yeah, so good old Ben. Yeah. Yeah.
He was with Haney for a moment, wasn't he? Was it Haney
Yeah,
he was with?
he was working with was he?
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Sure, he's working with Haney.
I think he was working with Haney. I've never been a Haney guy, man. Even when he was undefeated, I'd rather watch grass grow than watch a Haney fight. That dude
Do
is
you
like
know? Do you know a guy who's really grabbed my attention? That guy from New Zealand, Terama, what his name is?
that guy, man. I think I was just saying on one of my comments that I think he could actually beat a Talma because of his height and length. That dude is tough.
I like that dude. I like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
yeah, I like him
But,
too.
but
Yeah,
I
he
think Ajit Kabayel is the man. That's my money's on Ajit Kabayel. He's the man.
yeah, that dude's by. Yeah, you won't see them match a Talma with that guy. You won't. Ooh, those ribs will be. He'll crack those ribs like Rocky hitting a meat slab in Rocky One, man. So
I said to people, Tyson Fury needs to stay well away from most of from the Ajit Kabayel. When I said it, people were laughing at me.
yeah, called that one right.
And then listen, he went and fought what's his name, Zhang. I said he's gonna beat the dog shit out of Zhang. I said him beat
I
the
said
dog shit.
that
He said
too. I
no,
said he's gonna beat Zhang. Yeah,
and he got dropped by Zhang. And to me, it's stuff like that when you watch boxing. When a guy gets dropped that you like, and he gets up, clears his head,
yeah,
and he comes back and he says, "Right now, I'm gonna really beat the crap out of you now." And he's set about
yeah,
after
yeah.
that. He's set about Zhang. I think you know what, this guy's vicious. He takes a good shot. He's not afraid, no matter how big and how tall you are. He's going to punch you up the same way, and he thinks about his boxing. He's a thinking fighter, and he
Absolutely.
seemed to be able to switch up his style. And I think this guy, and he's ain't got no fights at the moment. This guy is one of them guys you don't want to be fighting him.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, man. On who's that big guy he beat on the what was it?
Oh yeah, the guy, but Budov, but he was useless anyway.
Yeah, I said if there would be any upsets on that card, it would be that and it was that fight, man.
He was useless.
Yeah,
He was useless then, and he's still useless. He was just
yeah,
big.
yeah. Yeah, he looks the part. He looks like a video game villain, but you
You
test
know
his
who
heart.
Valuev
Go
would
ahead.
beat him? I think Valuev would beat him.
Yeah,
Remember Valuev?
yeah. It's it's like some guys once they lose, it's like they don't know how to regain their confidence, and like the minute they get hit with something or flurry, they kind of panic. Kind of what I think happened to AJ after the Ruiz fight. It's like anytime somebody hits him with a flurry, he panics a little bit, like, oh no, it's about to happen again, and then
It's about to happen again. Yeah,
like all downhill
but
after that.
but do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what that the same thing happened with Frank Bruno. When you fight guys and you're just knocking them over and there's no resistance, then you fight a guy that punches you back. Hold on a second. That's not gonna
Right,
happen.
right,
Wait, what? That's not gonna happen. I'm getting punched. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh. The old commentary's going off in your head like, shit, that's not gonna happen. What's this
right.
dude punching me back for? But what? The next minute you're on the campus. I'm not going to be here. What the hell
Yeah,
am I doing? There? Conversation's going on. Why am I on the floor? What happened?
right.
You're looking
Yeah,
around. Somebody say, get up. You'll think yourself, what the hell am I?
yeah. It turns
And
into
get up.
Rocky Four.
Yeah, and
Go
he's
to
like, and
church.
also it's like, and he's like, you want me to get up and get punched up even more so? Why do I want to get up and get
Yeah,
punched up? That's the
yeah,
time you find out about yourself, isn't it?
yeah. Yeah, you find out if you're been reading your own press clippings, as Teddy Atlas says, and man, it's like that tests your heart, man. If you sitting there looking up from the canvas, like, okay, do I really want to do this right now? It's kind of like I was watching your interview you did with Stacy McKinley when he said someone told him they had a boxer who had a degree, and he's like, oh yeah, he's not gonna make a fight. The minute he gets hurt, he's like, it's
But you
like
know
one of
that.
them.
He's got a degree from Sanford University. Yes, and he's got he's going to be he's a doctor. And I was like, no, bro, you ain't boxer, man. You playing boxing, you're going to get punched up as soon as somebody really hungry comes to you. You're going to be thinking, you know what? I got my master's degree. I got my master's
Yeah,
degree here, and you know what? It's enough. I'm out of there.
yeah, I got something to fall back on.
Yeah, I
I'm
got something
a
to fall back on. Yeah, exactly. You know the one.
do
What are your
do
thoughts on? Gone, you guys.
oh no, I was gonna say, do you think Atalma, people keep talking about throwing him in with Usyk. What do you think would happen if, just say, that fight happened next? What do you think happened in that fight? I think Usyk would blow him out.
Well, imagine this. Imagine Talma hasn't got a good chin.
Oh wow.
That's the first thing. And the second thing to imagine is that Mr. Blobby guy he fought. He fought Mr. Blobby and he didn't knock Mr. Blobby out. So the fact he didn't knock out Mr. Blobby, and Mr. Blobby, he literally was loading up. He's putting one hand in front of Mr. Blobby and landing the other hand with him. And he couldn't take Mr. Blobby out. I'm thinking to myself, well, okay. And that's why I thought Dylan stood a chance. But
Yeah.
yeah, that didn't
Yeah,
work out well, did it? Yeah, I
yeah,
just
that
his brother fought, didn't he? And his brother got knocked out, chinned in around, didn't he?
I forgot I think I saw his brother fight on somebody's undercard, but I can't even remember what happened.
He got chinned in the first round. Yeah, he got chinned in the first round. I don't know. Yeah, so
Oh, wow.
if Itama's got them kind of genetics, then
Yeah, if it's in the DNA. Oh. And
and
the
the
rumor
thing,
was getting dropped before this Dillian fight. Shannon Briggs and others were saying that they heard Moses was getting dropped in sparring, and people were like, "Oh, that doesn't mean anything," but it kind of does because you wear
yeah, it depends who's dropping him.
pairs. Yeah, yeah. Like, what if it's some like cruiserweight or something?
What happens if it's a middleweight?
Yeah,
You don't, you,
yeah, yeah. He's in there fighting middleweights and stuff and getting dropped in. Yeah, that's a problem.
you don't know. You just don't know. And the heavyweight division is the worst division to not have a good chin.
Oh yeah, you do not. I used to say, man, if I was a heavyweight and I couldn't punch, I probably, or if your chin is weak, I would just get out the sport. I'm not just gonna get knocked out like that.
Yeah, this
I,
guy's fighting okay. He's fighting well. He's doing well. Hello from Romania. Hello to John Smith. Hey, Emmanuel, how are we doing? Um, you, just think to yourself. You remember Amir Khan when Amir Khan first come out? He had blistering hand speed. He was blowing people away. Wow, Amir Khan's fantastic. He's got great hand speed. The minute he got hit on the chin and he went over, you said to yourself, "Oh, you should hang on to your seat." It's like trembling because Khan, as he got hit, his legs started doing that dance, and you're like, "Uh
yeah,
oh, this Disco Khan come out," and you're like, "Oh no, the lights are coming on, and Disco Khan is dancing," and like, "No, no, no, don't, just get to the end of the round or hold on, hold on." Then he
right.
fought Danny Garcia. But you know what happened there, didn't you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's kind of like when I just saw Junior Fall's last fight, the way he responded to that knockout. I was glad he retired. I was like, some guys get knocked out like in a scary way. You're like, nah, I don't want to see you fight again, man. That was you need to go see if Walmart's hiring, man.
You're wrong, man.
what did Notorious Big say? Don't be mad. UPS is hiring. Yeah, you boxing is not a sport you want to play around, like you said, in the heavyweight division. If you got a weak chin, man, you might as well just say, "Hey, I tried. Thanks a lot, and it's been nice."
What are your thoughts on Joseph Parker and the way he's being treated? Is it because he knocked out Bacoli?
Yeah, that's what's weird. The thing I don't get why I saw a little clip where David Derek Chisora was telling Joseph Parker that yeah, they're not calling you back because you're dry and you're not living the life, but I don't know why. I mean, he's a marketable guy. He doesn't bring shame to the sport. He's got a dry sense of humor. He puts out these little R&B parody songs, so he's marketable. He's winning. I don't quite know. I can't quite understand why he seems to be getting blacklisted. I don't. I
I
don't.
know, I know why. I know why. I've got a
What
few
are
ideas
your
why.
thoughts
Well, first of all, he knocked out their bogey man,
on it? Oh, so because he
so that's
stopped.
not a good. That's not a good start. He knocked out Bacoli so badly. I mean, he knocked
Yeah,
Bacoli, he embarrassed Bacoli. That's the first thing. The
big
second
time.
thing is he probably isn't part of the club. He
Wow.
probably won't. He isn't part of the. He isn't part of the club. He's the who's who. Chisora's part of the who's who club, isn't he? Chisora. You
Yeah.
know what Chisora? Chisora is the new Tony Bellew. Remember back in the day? I don't even remember back in the day where Tony Bellew used to be everywhere. Eddie Hearn was. Tony Bellew was there. He was like the minder. Do you remember that? So now
Right.
Jake Chisol's like that new minder. He's like that guy that's like there to say, check and make sure everything's going okay. He's like a gatekeeper. Like when he's talking
Yeah.
Jarrell Miller, you notice how he was talking to Jarrell Miller. Oh,
Yeah.
nobody wants to fight you because you pull out of fights. I mean,
Yeah.
he'll talk to anybody anyhow, anyway, and he's allowed to get away with it, which makes me think that he's a gatekeeper.
Right.
Yeah, you
Yeah. I
can
can.
come in, you can't come in.
Right.
So then,
Right.
if you think about the way he talked to Parker, he's like, man, you're not part of the club. And if you're not part of the club, bro, then I'm going to slate everything you do because you ain't one of
That
us.
that is how he was talking to him. He was kind of talking to him like
Well,
part of the
like a
team.
piece
They're
of
like,
like a piece of crap.
yeah. And I was hoping Joseph would kind of stand up for himself more. I was like, I'd be like, man, get out of here, dude. Go,
No, I
go,
think
go.
Joseph. I think he was caught by. I think he was caught off guard. He wasn't expecting Derek to say the things he said. He
Yeah.
sort of probably expected Derek to back him because he punched up Derek. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Chisora is an interesting guy, man. He's it's like
he
he's
is.
having a great run towards the end of his career, man.
But he's getting match. If you notice, Chisora's picking the right fights. You notice the guys. He's not picking guys that are slick movers. He's picking guys that are pretty much flat-footed.
Yeah, I think he turned down a fight with a Talma. I think he was like, nah, I'm good with that.
Oh, I heard a story that for Chisora's last fight, Jay Apataya.
Oh, really? Oh, I hadn't heard that.
for
Really?
this one. Jay Opetaia for his 50th fight. Chisora vs. Jay Opetaia.
Wow. Yeah, that's ooh. Because I've been hearing about Opataya might be going up to heavyweight. So wow. Yeah, that would probably send Chisora into retirement right there. That might do it.
I think it's a good fight.
Do you think Chisora? You think he could pull it off?
I like Opetaia. Don't get me wrong. I like him, but I think he's defensively reckless.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he's defensively reckless. And that last fight he had, not that last fight, the fight before that, he was getting clipped with shots, and I didn't like the way he was reacting to it. Opetaia gives me the impression that I'm not saying he's a bully, but I don't think if it's really put on him, he wants to be there. That's my feeling about Apatite. He's one of them kind of. I think he's a front runner. I do think
Well,
he's a front runner. I
I'm
might
I'm
be.
gonna have
I mean, go
yeah. I need to watch more of him. I've only seen him
on.
like a I've only seen him a couple
That
times, so
young,
I need to
that
really
guy, the last guy, not
study
this,
him.
this
How he
fight
reacts
before, the
to
guy before that,
shots.
the guy before that, he fought the guy. I think he caught him in the third. He was punching with Apatite, and Apatite got hit with a shot. And the
My
way he
sound went out.
responded to the
Can you
shot
still hear me?
did not. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
My sound went out.
Can you
I'm
hear
gonna
me?
I'm gonna go out and come back in. My sound went out.
Okay.
Let me see.
Don't forget, smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. Ask your questions and smash the like button. Okay, people in the room, still there? Do smash the like button. Let us know that you're there. Jay should be back with us in a minute. Okay, Jay, you there?
Oh, yeah, now I can hear you. My sound had
Okay,
dropped
good.
out.
Okay, I know YouTube are doing some funny stuff at the moment. So yeah, your thoughts on what are your thoughts on the rise of Turkey Al make a fight, Jake?
I actually enjoy what he's doing for the sport. Apparently Dana White likes it too, since he kind of, I guess UFC is dead now, so he's coming over here. But I like the fact that Turkey's getting these fights in a quick manner. He's trying to get rid of pay per view. Frank Warren's not a fan of that apparently, but he's trying to get rid of pay per view because he said it'll shut down, illegal streaming. So he's making the fights happen that we thought we'd never see. I never thought AJ and Dubois would fight. I never saw that one coming.
Oh, hold on,
So
hold on. And I know that's
that's
true,
what he's doing.
but we haven't got Wilder versus Joshua, and we didn't get Fury versus Joshua.
Sure didn't. Do you think we'll ever see those fights?
I don't know. I don't care about either of those. Oh, I care more about Wilder versus Joshua. I don't care about Fury versus Joshua.
Yeah, I care more about Wilder Joshua too. That's like unfinished business.
Yeah, I care about that
Like
fight. I don't.
this, we never
What
got
do
it in
you?
the pros.
What about Wilder and Ngannou? Do you care for that fight?
In the octagon, Wilder would get destroyed. In the boxing ring, I think Wilder still might have enough to get Ngannou out of there, but I wouldn't bet on it, but I'd probably take Wilder, maybe. Well, who do you see winning that fight?
Well, whoever clips who first.
Oh yeah,
If
yeah.
Ngannou clips Wilder, if Wilder clips Ngannou, I don't know. But it's one of
Yeah,
them ones
kind
you just throw up in the air. Wilder's got the better boxing ability, I
of.
guess. Yeah, he's got a jab. He's got a right hand. He knows how to set his shots up. So I would go with Wilder. He knows his way around the ring better than Ngannou, who looks like he's chasing shadows sometimes. So yeah, I'd go with Wilder. Boxing fundamentals.
And Gano looked good against
Fury.
Tyson Fury, and then against AJ, he looked like he didn't know what hit him.
Yeah, he literally didn't know what hit him. So I don't know. It's I think it's be an interesting fight to see. Um,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts on Teofimo Lopez and what's his name, Stevenson?
Teofimo Lopez, man, this dude, I wow, yeah, I used to like him, back in the Lomachenko when he fought Lomachenko. I liked him, and now he seems to be like trying out for the Ku Klux Klan or something. I don't know what's going on with this dude, but I think I would take Stevenson over him. I like Shakur Stevenson. I just wish he punched a little harder, but I like Stevenson. He's a competitor. I saw footage of him and Terrence Crawford playing ping pong. He didn't want to quit till he won. So he's one of those guys that hate to lose, and guys that hate to lose are hard to beat, like I said earlier. So I like Stevenson, Tiafimo. He's good, not great, and he's got to get away from the racial stuff, man. He's turning a lot of people off with the N bombs, man.
But
Especially
why
since
is he going? Why is he going down that route? Though?
what is
Who's
that?
advising him? Who's advising him to go that way?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't, yeah, it's like, dude, shut your mouth, dude. Like you're sitting there dropping N bombs. You're not black, so like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's scared to fight, so maybe he's doing this to get out of fights. Like maybe it's his way of like when Tyson bit Lennox Lewis. Maybe it's his way to try to seem crazy so he don't have to fight certain guys.
Yeah, but Terence Crawford confronted him, and it all died
Yeah,
down for a minute.
that was funny. Yeah,
I
he didn't
wonder
have all
about that.
the talk when Crawford was there. Then he was all smiles and Hallmark cards.
What about Spence versus Charlo?
Spence versus Charlo. Jermel or which one is the puncher? I get him confused. Jermel or Jamal?
Jamal's the super middleweight.
Okay.
Jamal is the light middleweight that went up and fought Canelo.
It's hard to say with Spence because he hasn't been in the ring in about 2 years, so it's hard to. I might have to just go with Charlo just because he's been in the ring more recent, maybe.
Yeah,
This is, I saw him training. He looked good. Looked like he's training hard, but I don't know where. If your mind's not in it, then it doesn't really matter what your body looks like if your mind is somewhere else.
let me throw someone else at you. Ryan Garcia, not a world champion, but gets so much attention. Why?
Yeah, Ryan Garcia, man. I still think he beat Haney fair and square. I think it was some political stuff involved with him saying Jesus all the time. You say that, and some funny business starts to happen.
Just happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was on anything, but I wish Ryan and Tiafimo would just kind of zip their lips and just train and fight. I wish they wouldn't do so much talking. That I don't mind I'm a Christian too, so I don't mind that, but
Yeah.
I'm just talking about all the extra stuff about, the weird stuff. I guess one thing that really irks me is when people like Fury say they're a Christian and the F bomb flies out of their mouth. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, stop. How are you a Christian and you sound
You
like
have to.
Andrew Dice
Yeah.
Clay and Richard
You
Pryor,
have
dude?
wait. You have to understand. Fury's Captain Contradiction. You understood that about Fury. He's Captain Contradiction.
You're
Today,
right.
Tyson will look
Captain,
at you.
Captain Contradiction for real.
He is. He'll look at you and say to you today, "That hat is red," and then tomorrow he'll come back and say, "I never said that hat was red. It's green."
Yeah, I
Listen, I've
don't I
studied
don't get
Fury
it.
for years. He's Captain Contradiction. No, that's Fury. He's Captain Contradiction. No.
Yeah.
Once you understand Captain Contradiction, and then you got to understand when it's the real Fury talking or it's the GK. If it's the GK, you just turn your head the other way. But if it's
Yeah.
Tyson Fury, listen to him. But if it's the GK, don't listen to GK. GK talks utter rubbish. Don't listen to him.
Yeah,
Trust me.
you never know what you get. One day he's retired, the next day he's back. Next thing he's a Christian. Next thing you know, he's Richard Pryor. It's like, dude, like, how
Yeah,
do you have
well, because he's
personality?
mixed. He's confused between GK and Tyson Fury. He actually thinks the GK is actually a character, a real person. So I think that's where the confusion comes in. GK is the guy swearing, cussing, and doing all sorts of outlandish stuff, and then there's Tyson Fury. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
this
that's
is the
weird, man. That's weird.
and stuff we said about he never wanted to fight Usyk. Let it be known, he never wanted to fight Usyk. He called him for a gappy tooth. Nobody's interested in Usyk. But then I think he was forced into the Usyk fight by demand. They wanted undisputed. So Fury didn't want that fight. He never wanted to fight Usyk. He was making all sorts of excuses about, oh, it's just
Yeah,
Usyk. He's a foreigner. He's this, he's that. So I think he was forced into the fight with Usyk. And I think just as much as I think that Crawford's forced into this fight with Canelo.
yeah. In fact, at first I was saying Fury would beat Usyk, and then when I saw how hard he was trying not to fight Usyk, I said he must know something I don't know. And he started talking about one of his hardest fights was against a lighter guy.
Still
So I
don't
was
know.
like, Usyk. So I started going with Usyk, and I was right both times.
Yeah. So tell me, uh, something you're looking forward to in the sport of boxing in the next, apart from obviously Canelo and Crawford, and something that you really dislike about boxing.
Can you say that again?
Something that you look forward to in boxing, whether it be a change or a fight, fantasy fight, whatever. Not Crawford Canelo because that's coming up already. And then something you dislike about the sport and you'd like to change it.
Well, let's see. What do I like? What am I looking forward to? I'm looking forward to seeing if Usyk can just remain undefeated at the top, man. I want to see,
Oh,
you know,
let me tell you, he was caught. Apparently, Usyk was caught dancing, and he supposedly has a leg injury. So, so Parker's manager's like, wait, this guy's meant to be injured. How can he be at a party dancing?
wow, wow,
Okay, so sorry to interrupt you about that.
yeah, man. Oh, like Don King said, well, I guess not only, but only in boxing, huh?
Yeah, only in
Goodness,
boxing. Yeah,
goodness
sorry,
gracious.
so interrupt you. I had that Usyk story, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Sorry.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't even know that. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Oh, you asked me what I didn't like about boxing was the other question?
Yeah, you don't like, and you'd like to change.
I wish they had a way of monitoring these referees to see if they're betting
Oh
on fights.
wow.
When you see
Yeah,
a fight out
absolutely.
short, you what if the ref just bet the fight will be over in two, and then some of these fights are waved off way too soon. You're like, what if this ref just bet on the fight? They need to have a way of monitoring the referees and the judges better to make sure that they're not going. They need to check their family, their friends, make sure they're not gambling on the fight if that can be possibly done. Because I've seen way too many fights stopped early. That's why Joe Cortez is my favorite referee of all time. He seemed to just let the guys fight. He tried to be invisible in the ring, but I wish they had a way to make sure the referees weren't betting on the fights. That's
Where's my guy? The black guy with the funny eyes. Where's he? Is he still
oh, I
refereeing or
know who
what
you're
happened?
talking about. What's his name?
I forgot his name. What happened to him?
I know who you're talking about.
I liked
Yeah, I
him
haven't
as a referee.
seen him in a while.
He disappeared. Just disappeared.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. I can't think of his name. I can see his face in my head.
The last time I saw him was when uh, Thurman fought Barrios.
Oh. Wow, wow. Speaking of Thurman, I forgot all about Keith Thurman. Wow.
Oh, he's
Wow.
lying. He's gonna fight. I think he's gonna fight Fundora.
Thurman is?
Yeah,
Wow. That
in
would be
October.
it's kind of an interesting fight. Yeah, yeah, that would be a good fight. Keith Thurman's got a lot of mouth, man. That dude
I like.
is.
I've known Keith for years, and he can talk. If you need a hype man on a mic, Keith Thurman is that man.
Yeah, that dude. He gives you endless sound bites, don't he? Yeah, that dude. He's
He
never at a
went
loss.
too he went too far against Pacquiao. Though he should have kept his mouth shut against Pacquiao.
I picked Pacquiao to win that, and I was getting called crazy for that. That's another one I got right. I said Pacquiao's going to win.
Yeah,
They're like, oh, no, he's not. I was like,
yeah, that is
okay.
fair play to Thurman, but he took his licks, man. He did take his licks, but yeah, Pacquiao's.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's your thoughts on Pacquiao, by the way?
yeah. I didn't even watch his fight with Barrios. I wasn't
I did
interested
watch it.
in
You know.
Pacquiao for some reason. I was like, I'm all for the comebacks like Ika Beabuchi, and he looked
Oh, yeah.
was like really slow. It's like I'm just some guys I just don't want to see come back. I wanted to see Ike come back, but
Ike
he
come back. Yeah, we all want to see Ike come back because of just the myth of my Ike,
yeah. Yeah, but I'm
the
not
myth
too
of
excited
Ike.
about Manny. Did you see Ika Beabuchi's fight? Did you check out? I saw the highlights.
I didn't see the fight. No, I just heard he was slow as molasses.
Yeah, he was really slow, man. I mean,
I,
he looked big and strong, but yeah, and he's
Stacy
talking about
mess,
fight.
Stacy messaged me and said that why don't you get Ike and Stefan to fight?
He said what now?
Why don't you get Ike and Stefan to fight?
Oh,
Stacy's
I
so
can,
crazy.
wow, wow.
Stefan
Yeah,
said he was. Stefan said he's coming back. So I just want to see. I'd like to see him end on a winning note. To be fair,
yeah. You had Stavern on, didn't you?
yeah, he said he announced on the show that he's making a comeback.
Oh, I got to go back and check that interview out. I saw like a
Yeah,
piece of it, but I got to go back and watch the whole thing. So he's coming
yeah.
back. Yeah, he might as well get in there with Ike, man. Maybe Ike is just rusty. Maybe he needed one or two fights. Maybe he'll, it was just weird
Oh,
seeing him that slow. I was like, wow.
at 52, bro, my man's 52 years old. 52. Mike
Yeah,
said the years he spent in prison that prison broke him. So if prison broke Mike and he was in there less time than Ike, and you tell
wow.
me.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Let's to close up. Do you have a message for people listening in and where to find you?
Yeah, you can go subscribe to my channel, the J Roos Theory, and you'll get some honest boxing takes. And I used to box at heavyweight, not professional, but I used to box under Archie Moore's son, Billy Moore in San Diego, California. And I got a backup
Wow.
channel, WJ, where I talk about everything from Dr. Umar and
Back to
crazy.
Umar. Yeah,
Yeah,
we need to talk about that, but we talk about that on my other channel. But yeah, Dr. Umar, we could definitely go get into that one.
yeah, man. Oh, what's your other channel?
BWTM online, that's where you'll see all the news. You didn't
Oh,
know,
okay. I'm all mixed up. I'm thinking,
bro.
okay, got you.
That's the original. People think that this is the original channel. This was the sister channel. The
Oh,
original channel, the real deal channel is BWTM online. Hmm.
okay, I got you. I got you.
You'll see a lot of stuff. You'll see a lot of stuff over there. I'll just leave it as that. You can see what you
Yeah,
stumble on over there.
yeah, we need to talk some Dr. Umar over there in Carnival Cruises.
Dr. Umar, Nation of Islam, there's a lot. There's some good
The
stuff
Hebrew
over there.
Israelites.
Yeah, yeah, all that sort of stuff's over there. So you go and check it out. Yeah, see what you
I'm gonna
think of
go
it.
check that out, man. I didn't even know. I
Yeah,
thought I was.
stuff Herb.
I gotta
This is the
subscribe.
sister channel. This is the sister channel. Go to BWTM online and look at the interviews and the shows and the got different things from law to medicine, herbalists. to
Wow.
all sorts of stuff. Yeah, yeah. I've got interviews with former manager of Destiny's Child. I've got about three interviews like that.
Oh,
I've got
okay.
interviewed a Million Man March. Yeah, before they did the Million Man March. Yeah, did interview on that as well. Did a interview with there was a school that was basically getting uh black children to basically do dolls of KKK and
Oh,
became
wow.
yeah. That was in Canada and it was a big thing.
Sure.
And our channel came in and that teacher got sacked. But anyway, it's another story for another day. It made the news as well. So yeah, it's interesting
Man,
stuff on the channel.
I gotta check that out, man. Yeah, I had
I
on a.
think you'll.
Go ahead.
This is a this is a in comparison, and it's got as many. I think it's got about 3,500, 3.5 million views on that as well. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a lot of
yeah.
views.
So that's the original channel. This was a sister channel, which was designed because somebody in the boxing industry said to me, "You can't do that. You can't start a YouTube channel, and even if you did, nobody's going to watch it." Well,
Oh,
3.5 million views later.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nothing like
this is a sister
success.
channel.
Best revenge, as they say.
There you go. So there you go. That's the sister channel. So check out BWTM online.
I'm gonna go watch some of those when I get off. I had on
Yeah, loads of news.
and I had on Alonzo Williams from the World Class Wrecking Crew, the one that started everything with Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and WA. I had
Ah,
him on the J.
well,
Roos
I've
series. Pretty good.
okay. Then I'll
Yeah.
match that. I've got a guy called it's DJ Smart.
DJ Smart.
He's from Chicago, Illinois. When I was in
Okay.
America, and I was over there, and I visited Elijah Muhammad's house,
Wow.
The Farrakhan's palace, and
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali's first house.
Wow.
Bro,
Are you putting in work?
that listen, that was an experience.
Wow.
We even went to see the mosque in Illinois, Chicago. So yeah, it was
You got
interesting.
some big interviews, man.
Yeah,
BWTM on.
yeah.
Oh,
Online. That's the one. That was that actually that channel. That channel was a 24-hour uh, YouTube channel, which was actually a TV station. I had online TV station, so we'd have
oh,
all the different slots. There's loads of stuff. There's stuff when I was in the Caribbean, all sorts of stuff, all sorts of stuff. Like, yeah,
wow.
I should really merge the two channels together, but I'm still trying to work that one out. I've still got my new Africa channel with my all the stuff I'm doing with my academy. So
You
check
see
that out
that,
if you want to
y'all?
get a chance.
Ingram is a well-rounded individual, y'all. Don't forget that. He
Well
knows
rounded,
more.
bro.
Uh,
Not just boxing, bro. But yeah, I'm sure you'll find stuff that you'll go, wow. It'll open
yeah, I'm
your
gonna
eyes
check
up, I'm
it out.
sure. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
interviews and I love documentaries, man. I just binged watched the America's Team
Oh,
documentary on Netflix about the Dallas Cowboys. Man, that was so good.
do you remember a guy that sung Hell to the No, to the no, no, no?
Bishop Bull was it Bullwinkle? Elder.
On my channel,
Oh, you interviewed
interview.
that guy?
Absolutely. And that interview blew up. So when he passed away, it
Oh,
blew up even more.
oh man, that song used to have my mom cracking up. Oh, I gotta check that out. You had
So
him
check
on,
that out
huh?
as well. I had him on, and
Wow.
you can look back and you'll see interviews of Thurman when he first started out. Who else do we have? Thurman,
You had on
Crawford,
Boots Ennis too.
Boots in it, all them guys, all of them when they first
Tyson
started out.
Fury.
Yeah, all of them. I had a catalog of fighters, man. A whole catalog of fighters. Bivol,
Wow. Oh yeah, Bivol too.
yeah, Bivol too.
Wow. Yeah, that's big.
Yeah. So most the guys have gone on to be world champions, undisputed or unified. It's not bad.
Man, dude, that's an impressive catalog and resume right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And some interviews. Malik Scott was on the channel all the time. Even the night he got we got stopped by Chisora. I was in the whole. I did the interview in 15 minutes after, or an hour after. He was in a hotel room. That was yeah. Well, why didn't you beat the count? People suggest me through the fight, and Malik wasn't too impressed with it. So yeah, a
Wow.
lot of stuff. I've even got a Deontay Wilder interview.
Oh, you had Wilder on?
Yeah, I did after he
Oh,
knocked out Audie Harrison. Well, before he knocked out Audie Harrison, yeah.
I
And
saw
me
that
and
fight.
him, yeah, yeah. And Audie, me and Audie went to college together. That's another story for another day. I'm gonna let
Oh, you
you.
went to college with him. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. We sit was next to one another in college. So yeah, there's lots of stories I could tell you. My God,
Oh, wow.
my God, my God sister used to manage him. Another
Oh,
story for another day. Yeah, that's when he was unbeaten, and then she left him, and then disaster struck.
yeah, that can happen. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's another story for another day. Anyway, my brother, it's great to have you show again. Just to close out, let everybody know about you.
All right. My main channel, the J Roos Theory. My second channel in WJ, not in WA, in WJ, and I talk boxing. I talk everything. It's weird. I get almost more views on my backup channel with far less subscribers, but go check them both out. I'd appreciate it. And LSR forever. And like I always say, be fearless. Yay.
Guys, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, J Roos Theory, please get across the channel, subscribe to the channel. When you get over there, you subscribe, just say you came from BWTM Sports. I really appreciate you. Jay, I appreciate you once again. Always a pleasure having you show. And let's not make it so long the next time, huh?
Hey, absolutely, man. Thanks for having me. You're a class act. Appreciate you.
Thank you, champ. I appreciate you. Thank you so much and have a great night.
Same to you, man.
Take care.
All right.